Okay, if you notice my shirt says 99%. I just came from a 99% rally, Occupy Worcester rally. So, hey, Occupy Worcester, yay! It was a great rally, but it's not what I'm here to talk about today. It's right now. I'm talking about the three latest free trade agreements that were passed by the House and the Senate. More free trade. I hate free trade agreements. I really do. Free trade sucks. It shifts our jobs overseas because we're bringing more imports and we're making less American goods. How often do you go into a store and see the words Made in America? Not very often. Once these three free trade agreements go into effect, along with the ones that are already in effect, NAFTA, CAFTA, the Peru Free Trade Agreement, any other ones that I've forgotten, you're going to have less Made in America stuff and more stuff coming from more imports. So the imports are one of the reasons why we have this. I think that might be one of the reasons why we have this Asian longhorn beetle problem in New England. These beetles may have came in from along the imports somewhere. Okay, so we're going to talk about the senators that voted for and against these free trade agreements. Am I going to read the House votes? No, I'm not going to read the House votes. I'm going to put the link to the House votes in the videos of each one that pertain to that agreement. And I'll put the links for the Senate as well, so you can read them yourself. Well, the senators I'm mostly going to focus on are the Democrats. I'm not going to focus on the Republicans. Let's just say I'll mention some of the Republican names, but not all of them. Because pretty much, let's just say, the Republicans pretty much support them as a whole. There were a couple of Republicans that voted against, like one or two of these free trade agreements, but pretty much as a party, they supported them as a whole. I mean, really, it's almost pretty might as well just say the Republican Party supported all three. I mean, you know, you got one or two Republicans not supporting all three, but still. But these damn free trade agreements were passed with bipartisan support. So we got Democrats supporting them as well. We have some Democrat. Most of the votes against them were by Democrats. And there were a couple of Republicans. So I want to give a big thank you to the senators that were consistently against all three. These senators would be Blumenthal of Connecticut, Senator Sherrod Brown of Ohio. I'm actually saying thank you to a Blue Dog Democrat. Bob Casey Jr. of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around that one. Another Blue Dog Democrat, I think. Kay Hagan of North Carolina. He is a progressive one. Tom Harkin of Iowa. Well, this one might be considered a Blue Dog because it's a senator of West Virginia, and I know the senators there support coal. Mountaintop removal. Manchin, West Virginia, went against all three of these free trade agreements. Merkley of Oregon went against all three. So thank you to Merkley. Both Reeds, Reed of Rhode Island and Harry Reid, the Senate minority leader. Or actually, yeah, my mistake, majority leader, went against all three. Weak leadership. You couldn't keep your senators together against all three. Rockefeller. Oh yeah, so Rockefeller was against all three as well. Okay, good. No Blue Dog Democrat. I'm actually saying thank you too. Of course, Bernie Sanders was against all three. He made his big speech of being against all three free trade agreements, explaining why we shouldn't be supporting these free trade agreements. And I'll get to a little bit of that when I'm talking about each one individually. And last of senators we want to say thank you to Tester of Montana is another one considered to be a blue dog because he has voted conservatively on some of his. And White House of Rhode Island voted against all three. Any other senators that I mentioned as a no vote did vote for some of the others. And in my opinion, though, and if you vote for even one of these free trade agreements, you suck. And really, you're either, because really, you're either for free trade or you're for creating jobs in America. And this does not create jobs in America. I don't understand why one senator might choose one free trade agreement out of the other three. It doesn't make sense to me. I would like these senators to be consistently against all of the free trade agreements. That would be really nice. But what are you exactly trying to do when you tell your voters, hey, I voted for 2 out of the 3 free trade agreements. I voted against 2 out of the 3 free trade agreements, so I voted against 1 out of 3 free trade agreements. Why didn't you vote against all 3? Really? Yeah. This whole thing started with the NAFTA one that was passed to law by Clinton. I believe H.W. Bush was the one that actually wrote NAFTA, and Clinton was the one who passed it into law, and it was written up like near the end of H.W.'s presidency, just as Clinton was being inaugurated in, I guess, something like that. So, all this idea that, oh, it was Clinton that pushed NAFTA through. Actually, Clinton may have signed it into law, but it was H.W. may have pushed it through, whatever. But Bush, well, we can blame him for, we can blame him for CAFTA, the Central American Free Trade Agreement. It shipped more jobs overseas. And these free trade agreements increase immigration. These free trade agreements bring big business into these poorly developed countries, and that hurts the small businesses that are there. They can't compete with the big businesses. Some of them may close and now create unemployment. Some people may not decide to get jobs at these big businesses at that point because they won't offer the same wages, or maybe they can't get into those jobs or whatever, and they end up illegally immigrating, illegal immigration, illegal immigrating into America or to other countries because these new free trade agreements with Korea, Panama, Columbia, so the immigration will go into other countries, actually. But yeah, this sucks, really. So I want to stop the tape before I actually get started on the reading the votes here.